Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Sam C's Credit Tips. Sam C's Credit Tips is sponsored by Vibrant Souls Health and Wellness. You can follow Vibrant Souls on Instagram, and you can email Vibrant Souls at vibrantsouls@gmail.com. So, welcome aboard. If this is your first time, welcome aboard to our YouTube channel. And we want to say thank you to those of you who are still subscribed to our channel and those of you who are new to our channel and have found us. We greatly appreciate you. So, I have a story to tell you today. So, I'm always advising you guys what to do to make sure your credit's on point. Well, I am going to tell you something that's going to be very interesting. So, stay tuned for that. This edition of Sam C's Credit Tips will begin in just a matter of moments. So, stay tuned. All right, welcome back to Sam C's Credit Tips, and we're glad that you are here. And like I said, if this is your first time, welcome aboard. You are in tune to our YouTube channel, the CCI Radio Show, and we're happy to have you here. So, I have a story to tell you. So, like I said, I'm normally telling you guys what to do about your credit. You know, check your credit reports, place a freeze, place an alert, order your credit report when you can, or go to Credit Karma and check it, or go to Experian or check it, or whatever the case may be that I'm always telling you guys. Well, true story. So I'm checking my own credit report. And now remember how I told you guys a while back that not all credit reporting agencies are the same. They're not. So I started getting some things in the mail. Okay. And, I'm not thinking anything of it, because like I said, there are a lot of things that go on. A lot of people make errors. Well, I happened to look on my credit report and I saw that there was an account that was listed there for something that I never applied for. And I said, how did this happen? So, don't know exactly how it happened. And the funny thing about it is remember a while back when I was telling each and every one of you to put a freeze on your credit report? Well, I definitely had a freeze on there, but I definitely don't know what happened. So, long story short, I'm looking at my credit report and I'm looking at one specific credit reporting agency. Well, actually, I'm looking at two specific credit reporting agencies, and they both have had different pieces of information on it. One credit reporting agency had an actual account that was on there that I never applied for. The other credit reporting agency had the inquiry of the account that I've never applied for. So, of course, what did I do? I did dispute that information with those two credit reporting agencies. Okay, so um, one of them I had to mail in because for some reason they didn't offer the request where you can go online and dispute the information. So I am aware of certain things that you have to send in. And so I decided to mail in my information and, the dispute request, and I got my information back, which is great. The other one I'm still waiting on. I'm still trying to figure out how I applied for something and I didn't. Now, it could be very possible that maybe somebody fraudulently tried to open something in my name, which would pretty much state why something is on my own credit report that I didn't apply for. So, of course, if you see something like that on your credit report, don't panic, first of all. Okay. So, you want to have a cool, calm, and level head. Just kind of look through it, see if you can just go through think of any little thing that you can think of. I know I didn't apply for this. Where did it come from? Now, if you don't get any satisfaction over disputing the information, you do have a right to contact that specific creditor. And you can state to them that, hey, I never applied for this. How did you get my name? And of course, I'm sure they would be willing to work with you. So if that's the case, if that's my own case where I might have to do that, then so be it. But as it stands right now, it looks like everything that I've done, I'm just in the waiting period to see where it goes. So just wanted to share that story with you. Something that, as you can tell, again, hey, if it happened to me, it can happen to you. But again, don't panic. But I will tell you, I did get some things in the mail saying that, thank you for applying for this and, this, thus, and so, which kind of made me wonder, yeah, I definitely didn't apply for these things. So when I looked at my credit report from two different places, and like I said, one of them had an actual account that was on there, and one of them had an inquiry that's actually on there. And the other two credit reporting agencies, well, I should say at least one out of four, was perfectly fine. So that's why I said not all credit reporting agencies report the same things. So it is very, very important that you check your credit report. You also want to make sure, and I can't stress this enough, make sure that if you are not using your information, if you know you're not applying for any type of loans or anything like that, make sure you freeze your credit report. Because when you freeze your credit report, it's going to be harder and harder for someone to try to access your information. Okay, that is the bottom line. What you can also do, you can also put what's called a fraud alert on your credit report. And what that does, it notifies the creditor that you may be of a potential ID theft victim. Okay, so that creditor has to contact you first before they can issue the credit. So both of those are great lines of defense. Okay, so you can do either one. You can do both if you'd like, but just wanted to let you know, give you a little bit of a story from yours truly right here, that I had to look at my own credit report, even though I am always looking at my credit report, but there is something I just had to work out, and something I'm still working out. But again, first thing is, if you see something that's not right on your report, don't panic. Take a deep breath, just try to analyze it, and just try to go right to the credit reporting agencies and try to dispute it. If you don't get any satisfaction, or if you feel you want to go a little bit deeper with that, you can always reach out to the creditor's name that you see on your credit report and just state to them that you never applied for whatever it is that you're seeing on your credit report. So I just wanted to give you just a little bit of a heads up there, give you a little bit of a story from me today. So I hope this was very informative. While you're here, make sure you check out all of our other segments and shows right here on our YouTube channel. We have Tuesday Talks with Bobby D. You're watching Sam C's Credit Tips. You also have Etiquette Class with Mrs. Cubbage. You also have Cubbage Critiques. You have Cooking Fun with Mrs. Cubbage. And every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern is a new loaded episode for you of Cooking Fun with Mrs. Cubbage. And Saturdays is where I'm going with this, our live show. It's a CCI radio show with myself and Bobby D. So we have a lot of fun. We're glad that you're here. We're glad that you join us. If you aren't able to watch the live feeds, you can always go back and watch them later. We do appreciate each and every one of you. If there's anything you'd like us to critique and talk about right here on Sam C's Credit Tips, please let me know. You can drop a line on this video. Hopefully you give this video a thumbs up. Tell your family and friends about Sam C's Credit Tips. I hope that everything I state to you is informative. If not, please let me know. So in the meantime, have a safe, blessed, and wonderful day. And we will see you guys again really, really soon. Thank you and take care.